Hey gamers, how are y'all doing today? It's me, Older Assassin. Could it be doing summer reaction? The sun layers are all forth, so the movement. You have to advance the guild. You promoted the brave and the bold. Afterwards, flock to the guild and hire them. The real star of the show is the Arizona War, of course, bringing hundreds and hundreds of challenges. At any rate, we could really use more out the help percentage. I picked interest suggestions to achieve. Hi there. Now it's the episode. Did you find my entry here? This is the shape of your thrill. Do you stay for like? Allow me to give you a brief routine now. That's given away. We brought it back. Okay. I want like warrior as explosive. It's also enjoying an icy treat with the polar bears. Even better, this year we have a little Far Eastern flair with these hands. They are called Uchiwa, and they drive away evil spirits, I'm told. We hired an expert to the festival in Lune Namazu. Fellow to craft us 100 crates of them, and what color could they be more better? Seeing the origin of the event is traced back to the Bombard hunts of the past, I say Uchiwa is a perfect fit for the spirit of the occasion. Judging by the size of the cat, I'm far the only one. The downside of course, is that we presently find ourselves quite ill-equipped to manage to turn out the magnitude. Personally, I like to bolster our security cadre if I can. As it stands, none of us are able to leave our post in the event of a serious emergency, so given a situation, could I ask you to? Oh. Did you say monster? Damn it all. The people are starting to get... How about that? You got... I can stay here and try to keep it calm. Just head north and find that woman. Yeah, I swear, if you're living behind me, a rock, and off to east. Listen over there, I feel faint, I need to lie down. Let's translate that thing. Doing my own business, petty to my step, when suddenly the thing showed up out of nowhere, challenged and tossed. And after tell which direction, although come to think of it, I believe I saw it once. But it doesn't matter anymore. I can hear a sun call and it's message. But I feel think you find it over there if you think. Good to see you again, Kaiser. Our manga told us that you might be in need of urgent assistance, so here we are. We heard reports of a green monster running amok. Have you... I don't know, just an item. You drop something there? Looks like a needle will be wrecked. So far moving. Mention, if I'm not mistaken, was it not Master Gunter himself who invited you to cast your soul? Yes, I traveled all the way from Ula to summon of my friend Gurren. Naturally, I could bear the thought of the dear pets missing out of the fun for city. I brought them along. Not for a moment did I ever think they would act like this. You have my deepest apologies. They were poor angels when we stopped at Grinchu. He even gave them a treat. But the moment I stepped from a drink, they went mad, and poor Grinchu couldn't rein them in. By the time I got back, they were gone. I swear to you, there was nothing happened before. So, would certainly explain how a cactus ended up. Regardless, if your pets pose a danger to your pet, we may have to subdue them by force. No, please, I raised them since they were pups. They would never hurt a fly. I don't fancy a prophet myself, but what other option is there? Given that Moonfire Fair would have no venue, or if not for Master Grinchu. I obviously prefer if we... Extermination should be the last resort. Let us attempt to capture them. In Survivor, it will only frighten the attendants. This calls for a subtle approach. Just 3 of us, perhaps. I will need this situation swiftly that we might return to the fair. If we work quickly, we might manage to find it before it escapes the bounds of Costa del Sol. Thus I propose we split up. My friend, will you search the west side of the island? It appears he did, but how are we going to capture it? This kind of looks so dangerous. Is this me, or is it radiating an aura of pure now? You never had to see a planet either. Come think of it, Gunantra told me it seemed to him as they were possessed. In that case, perhaps the aura is spirit, if only we can purify. In the Far East, they say it will try to reward evil spirits, right? Maybe our festival will work. Please allow me to do honor. Oh, that worked? Oh, that was easy. We should... Alright, but I think there's been a misunderstanding. There's only one. That was the one. I'm still missing the other 6. Oh. I do appreciate you finding them, of course, but I'm worried that I could tell a casino catastrophe. And when you said pet, you bought 7 katas. It's concerned then that we've warned every sim of the island, only to find one. It appears that we have to take our search to the mainland. Easily take one of them. I learned usage. The Spanish shirt with the magic. Six more. I'll take it easy to begin with. Let us interview them. You must find these kata as soon as one is located. Bring them back here. My friend are in charge of search. Oh, that's the mountains. Okay, crafting, dove mi è pieno. Allow you to grab to have reduced its energy. What is the green version of this? Oh, it's just the green version of this. And down. I only barely managed to find them all. Oh, and you bring the... That's the 7. We're done. And that's that over with, I grab myself a drink and I find perhaps I'll take them with you. I'm dying for a drink. At least the crisis is over now. I can focus on what matters. Seeing that Harmada was satisfied. That was it? What caused it? If it seems that you have, on the other hand, you've done your part to keep the peace and the thank you. But not Aura. Sure, I'd rather let's get to the bottom of this. Let us talk the same. I just wanted to report that the captain are safely away from the main fest. I asked another chaperone to keep an eye on them. Now for a trouble I caused. Well, I'm glad that you had this matter settled quietly, but my lovely ladies were quite frightened. That being said, speaking of one, who has seen that his share of dances? Your pets have spark potential, imagine. Perhaps I should have them formally trained. You're not seriously encouraged this behavior, are you? Lest you forget that it is a pure coincidence that you may have found peaceful solutions through your vices. For something like this to happen again, so you don't mean I have learned my lesson. I swear, as soon as we were home, I was sure they were trained as a... That's all I say. You see, did you notice that anything that might have served as a catalyst? I'm afraid not. I was away at the time, you see. I thought it was quite strange myself. One moment they were downing their wine like sailors, and next it was as they were possessed. They were drunk. They were drinking. A fine vintage. I was delighted to be in like-minded company. All good company we had, and all they could speak. I can't believe I'm asking this, but is wine safe around camp? How should I know? I only ever given them the finest spring water from the mountain myself. It's better to have a couple. Besides, it's not like I poured the stuff down their throat, didn't I? Perhaps sharing a bottle wasn't the best idea, but how was I to know that they couldn't hold their drink? Personally, I'm just glad the mystery was put to rest, and seeing that his manager learned a lesson, I dare say we won't be seeing a repeat of this incident. Or just in case someone else gives them wine, I'll be sure that the chaperone tells each of them an orchard rather than a weapon. That would be appreciated, perhaps. Now let us return to the festival. Chaperone, I think you enjoy the reminder. Maybe you should learn how to do about cryo. Alright, his invitation. And work you did today. After Spectrum prison, we are resigning victory thanks to the Ralgal star burns brighter. Well, I really am, but we should know about Alice, who was injured in the fighting. Regrettable, but I'm pleased to hear that she will make a full recovery. For Dola's parting words, on the other hand, ring less favorable in my ears. And if Zenos wishes to invite us to the so-called royal hunt, then this bull would fain accept. Or trouble you, Lise. There's something really just... We're almost to the end, but we still got to stay quiet and do so much more. Well, we'll find her soon enough. Pippin has our best man scouring the Castrum archives as we speak. Listen, Lise, it's time for us to fully occupy Castrum, prepare and advance into Locke. While we wait, is there something would you like to show both of you? After all, this may be the last chance we have catch bear before the final push. I don't see why not. Then come from here. We need to follow the road south. Hey, babe. I don't know. This village is so small. Hey, I'm nothing. Gun, but not afraid to bit of. Aren't you hoping to do something? I was making away provision for Algan, but it struck me to give you everything. I'm afraid I need to get there, but I agreed upon at the time. Anyway, I have only a chance to meet Point Master Skyboard. Assuming I do not break my legs climbing the cliffside, I'm better off. You're gonna sweat. If you're willing, pick up these vase and. Adventure for it looks like we came to the right time. I've seen those bug round big ones, infestation, warm and constant. The damn thing reproduce faster than a rabbit in heat. Think you can take care of them? But I've heard of a brave sound. Do you think you can help me? I want Mott something really special, but I can't do it myself. North of the village is a huge bird called Griffin. That means supposed to, if you can bring them. Well, I'm sure. Alright. Oh, I have to kill 3 of them. Alright. Alright, I'm sort of a handicapper. Hey, the music changed. When I actually got from beating for I may do more of it just so I can get the Those are actually tough. I should be able to make it. I'm halfway there and the timer has not run out yet. Maybe I should take that quest that gave me that stuff before now I can actually fly. God bless you. Maybe we can grow something. It's hard not to accept here in the mountain, the cold wind blowing air around killing, but we dare stay out to earth, add into those bloody bugs. You gotta. Now that we'll just tell the land that the guardian snatching up. They'll tell the hill soon. Don't worry though. If these mountains can't do us, and after all those years, I reckon nothing will. Today I've climbed up and down on one leg. If I wanted to, I was a soldier, you see, so I had to stay in the top of the leadership, and the war is cool after it. If you're not interested, if I wanted, I made it. I was thinking about my time in service, so that reminded me of the soldiers we were in the medicine. We don't have much, but But everyone pitch in and we can use this enough to buy warm clothes and food in our line. I wouldn't trade for anything. I didn't think you'd bring back much. You eventually really something. Have you ever heard anything before? Meat was supposed to be filled with some sort of nutrient. Griffins are too dangerous to hunt, so we never get anything. Me and my sis will be happiest. Grandpa isn't here to try. He had to go away on work. He used to send me letters every day, but lately I'm sure he's okay. He's really strong, just like you. When he comes back, we'll be. You're one of those adventures, aren't you? Traveling this way and always need help. I speak for all his when I say we need your help. But we don't have much. The only way we can get by is if merchant comes. I say sell, but it's so cheap that we might. The trouble is, without so much as a word, he suddenly stopped coming. I go and search for him myself, but anyone who can stop me watching while I'm was not affected by those damn Imperials. Would we try asking the radiator if there's anything in him? He's always talking about going night. So guy or Imperial, isn't he? Now that you mention, I've seen him for a while. And then some folks that people do up here. I think it's up here something. And we're still elsewhere in the ghost town. Ask me to go harder. Ask me to go harder. I'd love to help, but the situation has got company. See, the reason for our sentence is so cheap because some soldier himself grew up here and went to. If you believe me, they made a watchman at one of the labor camps. He'd been funneling all pay and grant. I'm afraid that my family would refuse to give his gifts after turning infected. He got a smart idea of sending me up there, selling whatever. The thing is, he hasn't contacted me all day. Shame to you. On my next trip, I was supposed to deliver a bottle of rack. I heard a hard credit ascertaining him to find. Would you mind taking me left me as the combination? I leave it up to you whether or not you tell anyone. As things considered, you might, Jesus, he's like a one-sided fighter. These resistance are really strong though. Yeah, where have I heard that name listen correctly? I know it. Anyways, I'm certain of it, Godfrey. I've mentioned that name. You mentioned that name before. You might have better luck speaking. Oof. Okay. Ow, I hurt myself. I can't say anyone by that name. Man, he's been popular in the town lately. I'm talking to Godfrey every It's been a long time since he's been around here. He showed up at the 2 years ago escaping from the Garlands. I couldn't stand the thought of him dragging him away. So I helped him. Thinking back on it now, he's quite... Of course, I would have only a matter of time before they caught on. I had a friend of mine, Stargrove. She snuck him out of shipment provision. If memory serves, she made a stop at Speculum Prison. I don't know where they went after that. Not sure if it helps, but I'm afraid. Best of luck to you. Sure, he's been badgering, but it would mean the world to me if you could keep looking for the boy ER. Pastor God points that he must be on the stop by Alegria. Please go. Because I can't say what they're talking about, it's not my place to pry. I'm pretty sure that 2 years Alegria isn't a place that he wanted to be in. Come to think of it, the soldiers who stopped mentioning could it be the one the man you're looking for? Captain Von Kaiser, I recognize you. What honor? Oh yes, they will still never fix our ranking system from the company. My subordinates are cool. I will introduce you to. We have the patch a long time ago to destroy magic checks. In fact, I mentioned he is the only. Should be arriving very soon. And wait here. Could that be upon me? I'm sorry, but I may like to ask you to vacate the area. Here, have a look on the map. As a president, I'd like you to survey these 3 areas and dispense any drone you fancy. Not bad. Oh, thank God. Say if you wish. Think about it. This is my home. I'm afraid I don't know this Earl fellow that you said 2 years ago? No, I was forced to leave long before that. 5 years ago, the Guardians came and distributed any body men that they could find. I was the unlucky few who's been sent to Doma. Or so I thought. The people of Doma attempted to revolt. I'm sure in the chaos, my unit was wiped out, was all but wiped out. I was the only survivor. I thought it better to be brave the unknown than return to the Imperial Order. Would follow her as a adventurous peril with no promise of tomorrow. Yet somehow I managed to find a way to Ul'dah when enlisted in Immortal Flames. I'm honestly surprised that Coldheart is still here after this time. With the population dwindling as it was, I was certain that the Guardians have robbed the place of its prosperous soldiers. But enough of my rambling. Which I don't know the man you're looking for. If he was seeking safety, he likely found resistance. Whether he meant to fight or flee beyond the Baelsar Wall, all there has to be indispensable. I'm sure they have an answer for you. Plan on speaking with someone who says I managed to justice. You seek to be hard pressed to find a man who is more at peace than him. You should go back to Kim due west. The resistance lab. I can't say I've ever heard of it in conversation. Units of Spash Al Amigo no longer. If you hurry up, you may be able to catch him. Are you him? I'll find out, doctor. Alright, I'll tell you. Eoth is rather a member of my unit. He was redesigned to alight an opportunity for him. As it turns out, he bears a striking resemblance to the son of one of our an Al Amigo merchant who bribes him way into the citizenship. He agreed to follow Earth to stand in for a son that he could. The price was steep. Steeper still have been among the most renowned goals. He has supplied us with indispensable insight in the workings of the military, of the well-retained patrol. He's even gone so far as to take up arms against his ear. However, after the clash with the Skulls, he ceased all contact with us. To be frank, we fear the worst. In the event of anything would happen to him, we prepared a final letter to be delivered to his mother. Having come so far, I think only... Tell his mother that he died fighting for his freedom and that a selfless sacrifice will be... I kind of figured that would be the answer. Yeah. I suspected something has happened, but I didn't want to believe it. My boy was also kind of fierce. He was the sort of man who would want to die for, and his head held high, I'm sure. I know he... Excuse me in a moment. But deep down, I already knew something had happened. Wouldn't. Not bad time. Would you mind taking a look at it? First, I'm trying to do a... Doing this, and I'm very sorry, I won't be returning home. Please don't be mad, don't be sad, just know I did what I had to do for the sake of Ala Mhigo. I had hoped to deliver this before you in person, but I had a gift waiting for you in Algaria, in care of Chidaya. Go to her and tell her that it is time to rekindle the flames of hope. She will know what to do, and I pray brings you the same happiness you have brought to me so many others over the years. For looking out for us. I know it's been nothing but a nuisance, but do you think he can go pick it up for me? I assumed that it was meant for a nefarious end. It was a soldier from the Skulls. I'm glad to keep this going. No one ever can claim it. Please give his family my condolences. There's a palm seed that grow even in the soil barren as ours. May the fruit of these trees bring you health and happiness always. Oh, the boys of mine had to tell the others their planting to be done. The package made it here safely? You've done well. Forgive me. My name is Yarth. Though you probably already knew that. Mother gave me... My mother did have a gift for finding good health. I'm sure you have a lot of questions. Hopefully I can clear this up. As you likely already know, I've been working undercover in the Garlean army as a member of the Skulls. I proved my resistance with intelligence, and if the situation presented itself, swayed battle in their favor. At the Battle of Casavento, for instance, I urged my superiors to speak with Fordola and convince her it would be best if they interested to retreat. I believe you were there as well. It was you. Sadly, it is not always so easy as whispering a few choice of hers into that right ear. If I was to convince them of my loyalty, I had to follow any orders, no matter how horrible. I've cut down more than my fair share of friends and countrymen, convincing myself I was I still believe that. I know full well there are those who will never forgive the things I've done. I thought it would be better that I died in battle. And with Iyad gone, it's time for me to move on. What do I do now? The war is far from over, but I cannot continue my fight here. No, I will assume a new identity and find another land whose people long to be free. I'll miss this place. Thankfully, it's in good hands now. When we next meet, I look forward to fighting you on the same side of the battlefield. That's kind of selfish. There's no reason to tell your mom you died. It's probably scratched the seeds out of my hands. Only Iyad can be here to help us plant them. I'll say it, fuck it. It's stupid says his life in our hearts into these seeds. Shut up. Shut up, baby sis. You've given so much, I wish I could do that. Thank you. Tell you what, Pongori, you could always have the speaking of which, I best be going. Those seeds won't plant this. Oh my god, there's more. You, Bertha, I was actually able to. You see, she's been acting strange, and she's always been stubborn to. She's always been stubborn to accept her help. I'm sure she's talked to you, and would you mind checking on her? Time for the quest that brings them all together. I just well. Goodness, you scared me. What are you doing here? What? Listen, help us some brave young adventurer. We managed to from holding on to those seeds. I need something to take Algria. To be honest, I've never traveled far because others will take me. I'm sure if your company, if you are you up to take. Let's go. Oh, stop, Philipbugs! Stop! The Ganga Gracious, have you heard the stories of a sad idea? I swear if you... Yeah, I'm telling you, you're the person. I think you're ready to go. So. There's no going without the Guardians, so now that I have anywhere to go. Well, we got rid of them. I'm not expecting the... Yeah. They were still here. Not again. Is it always down here? I suppose it's worth it. You ever seen sound so beautiful? Since 10 times, how global do you think I am? Let's go. Let's see, how's everything? Oh, lots of traveling. Ultra. Wait to mention that I have used human Gissy all the time, though it's only proper I've come to see my appreciation. Now we finally can put the barren soul of our species. If nothing, I'm just relieved I know it reached you safely. Thanks to Brazen Brook, the testimony for a good person here. I was paranoid by the Alliance leader. They still kept me on a close watch, of course, but I can't blame them. But now Wielden has been... We ran into some problem. I was hoping to get your thoughts on the matter. Algeria was a famous particular spirit. Sadly, the ingredients needed stores of it were promptly depleted when the Guardians took over, but the soldiers were so taken that they are shipping. Instead, when they left, so did I. Which has not to do well with Algeria to be without its local special and trade being church everywhere, but in the days native to this area have been cut down. The soils of the unit are plenty. Do you think better? The needs of data spills. Now, hold on a minute, we haven't even ready to. I'll take a lot of time. Perhaps we can make an arrangement. I'm certain that the people of Algeria would be more willing to help in exchange for a small share of the risk. I accompany you home. We all good. Proceeds, not this. You're a miracle worker. Is there ever one with one? I won't be forgetting. Don't worry, Kaiser. I'll be seeing to it that no harm comes to her until next time. There's no doubt about Smart Pony. What years is time traded all over the place for famous brew? Where are we going? You need it ready? captain and least a barkeep. Hey, wife.
I wanted to show you this house. My house.
You mean, this is where you grew up?
Aye. Not much to look at, is it? Same could be said of the village. It was damn near impossible to live off the land, barren as it was, which is why so many of us traded our ploughshares for swords. Swords and uniforms, mind. We became military men. Tensions were rising between Ala Mhigo and the Empire, and there was always a need for more soldiers to watch the border. It was only a matter of time before the first skirmishes broke out. It's a frightening thing to face Magitech armor for the first time. But after a lot of trial and error, I found ways to bring them down. After a few victories, people even said I had a knack for it. And then one day they hit us. Hard. I was wounded and sent home to recover. Back here.
Oh no, flashback.
Will you remain silent for fear of the Mad King's vengeance? Of his eyes and ears in the shadows and his knives in the dark? You, who call this living dishonor our nation. It is but a slow death. Liberty or death? Liberty or death! If this be your creed, then raise up your hands, raise up your voices! Together we will tear Theodoric from the throne! Together we will reclaim our freedom!
Ilberd.
Send you home to mend, did they?
Aye, sir. Garlean's got the better of us. The chirurgeons say I'm healing well, so it won't be long now.
Liberty or death, is it? Tell me, soldier. What do you think those words mean?
We must needs be willing to die for liberty.
Spoken like a true patriot. But liberty should not be the end in of itself. Liberty is a chance to build something better. A stronger, more prosperous home for our people. It's not quick or easy work. And it is never truly finished. But if you neglect it, then sooner or later, you look up to find you've traded one tyrant for another.
Well, sir, I've never asked for much. Never wanted to live like a king, just wish it were a little bit easier is all. For me and everyone else. And I'm willing to die for that, if that's what it takes.
Dying is easy, soldier. Living is harder. Rest, mend. Regain your strength. You'll need it in the days to come. And mayhap one day we will need it too.
Conrad chose you as his successor, Lys, and I will not gainsay his decision. I have but one question to ask. Liberty or death? Those were Curtis's words and his creed. Will you swear by your father's creed before your comrades and the gods?
Liberty or death. That's all you can hope for in war. Father understood that. And you want to know if I do too. I swear to you, here and now, I will fight until the end. Be it liberty or be it death. But the freedom we win must be for every Alamegan, even ones like Fordola, though they may hate us, and the Enanta, though they may fear us. We'll fight, and we'll talk, and we'll find a way to make it work for all of us. Compared to all that, retaking our home will seem like the easy part.
A good oath. And there is naught else to say. You are indeed your father's daughter.
Has it been between us since he wrote this word? Even a blind man could see that Lys wasn't herself. Not that I don't understand it. To be thrust in a position of authority under a system you be responsible for the lives of so many isn't easy. And when you see your friend gets cut down before your eyes, it gets only harder. I wager she thought Alice was dead for a moment back there. There's only a risk of day for a cause. The risk of anything is the burden of no sort of fear of wings on her. That's good. It'll make her a better calm. But first, she needs to learn to carry it, not to remember that some causes are worth fighting for. Liberty or death. Her father's words gave me strength once. Maybe I'll do the same to her. Right there. I think one said the two of you should head back. And then it's been for a long time. He's probably wants to be alone. Let's head back to the radiator. That's a thumbnail right there. Someone who isn't being watched. I don't know how it appears at bench, but I know there's someone. Let's put up at northwest and southwest. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think so. Yeah, all good of us are the Imperial. starting to reach my limit how much I can fight with this builder. They attack you too, then I had no choice. They're aluminium with no even constrict, but by look at them, barely it does. In fact, some of them, I remember they're from Russia. They must have seen us when we probably thought the Imperials would reward them if they kept. Could be the issue. We gotta go back. What? Oh, they might try to attack. Now see that. I'm gonna fools. Oh, talking. Once attached, they were young, less than 20 summers. I thought so. It was always the young ones, the ones who would only ever known the only decent work we found were for the pillars, which I don't know. They only grew up knowing it. Yeah, pounded it into their skulls that the best they can hope. After everything they've seen us accomplish, they ought to be begging to fight for the resistance, not against us. They've been living in a shower of cash their whole lives. A few victories won't change that. You got some. You get some who can't wait to spit in the soldier's eyes, but they get beaten for their worth. The ones that don't fight back or refuse to beg, they would just start, beat the dog that bites the master's hand, or ignore the dog that refuses. In the end, the ones that learn to abide are the ones. Now you may say that's all about to change. I believe you. The young man who grew up in knowing that he knows he has good reason to doubt her. Remember that. Do what we have to do when it comes. From an mission to better. Only then we can show these youths that the things. Only then they will know what it means to be. We're going to build a new home for ourselves. Together, a better home. Everyone knows. He looks like a biatch. I'll never be grateful if he picks some fast me. I lost a dear friend. There's a banquet in memory. It's just a fear that our paths will go over a Roman creature who should put a final. If you're willing to brave, I ask you to seek out the Ragaz Cove and bring it back 3 handful. Try to looking good for these dirtless paths. Enter far and no signs of him. He's just sits out there in arms in need. That's the name of the temple. The path has collapsed ages ago, but the stubborn bastard had to climb over the rock and help him. But if you ever reach the temple, I appreciate knowing that. Was light a rare. Oh, but I can't better speak your name. I do not believe in God and I know nothing. It will be honored. Let's take the book. Then it be a place where it's often met. You should think. The mage went to his temple alone. When a countryman were fighting, dying of freedom, he suffered like a beast fight. The worst down a man's soul. For my friend was the fist of Ralgar. Disciples got into his head the same. It's not like I was happy with our loss either. Even you were born to repel. I barely could glimpse of a countryman live life full of the both of us. Well, I thank everyone for watching. Please comment, subscribe, and videos all the time. That being said, oh, what are you doing? Hey, maybe just stop. Anyway, that being said, I thank everyone for watching. Please comment, subscribe, and videos all the time. That being said, this has been Kaiser, Legend OP. I'm just like it. See you in the next video. I'll be the same.